Hey, good morning. So this is a different kind of video. I've been up since early this morning, but that's not what this one's about. I just raced at the main state championship triathlon at Sebago Lake yesterday. And for the past 3 nights, my wife and I have been staying in this Motel 6, which you can see it behind me. The weird thing is that this stay brought back a lot of old, pretty awful memories. I used to live in a motel, just like that one. And the circumstances at this one are not dissimilar from the ones that I frequented in Los Angeles. There's a lot of depression. There's clearly a lot of drug use. There's a lot of people that live here. And there's a lot of people that I see them at the front counter every day with, cash and change. And so I know that during the day they had to leave early to go out and hustle up the money in any way they knew how, whether it was selling drugs, selling themselves, selling, who knows, committing bank fraud. I don't know. I just know that these are some of the things that I experienced back when I was in Los Angeles and homeless and transient and addicted and depressed and incarcerated. And it made me a little sad, but, I struck up a conversation with one of the guys that was hanging out outside, and I just said, hey, so you working? He's like, yeah. I'm like, you want some help, or is there anything I could do? Like, I kind of know this life, a little bit, or I knew it, and so I know it's not easy. And he said, no, man, I'm cool. Like, I'm good. I got it. I'm like, all right. But I said, if you find yourself struggling, there's people out there that they're willing to help you, like, don't be afraid to ask them for help. He goes, all right, thanks, man. And, I don't know if it resonated with him. I don't know if it really meant anything to him, but I just feel like when I see anybody outside of a motel like this and they're kind of just laying about, or they're, they just kind of look a little hopeless. I mean, I know what that's like. So I'm not telling any of you to go out and just strike up a conversation with anybody hanging out outside of some, a random motel. But when you see it, just give it a second thought. Sometimes maybe these guys need a little help, and every now and then they might be willing to take it if offered. Alrighty, that's it. I'm driving back to New Jersey now. Everybody have a great day.